Hi, I'm Jasmine.
I'm Ben, and we're on a tangent. And we have a special guest today, little Bobby boy, little Robert. Robert Lawson.
Very special guest.
Yes.
Robert Jane.
I'm a very special boy.
Very special boy. And on the special boy topic, we have a special topic, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day episode.
All about love.
Love.
And love comes with a disclaimer, because love is dangerous. Loving.
Shut up. If you're if you are uncomfortable with such topics as sex or relationship things, maybe don't watch this. Skip this episode.
Under 18s, beware.
Yes.
Don't watch this if you have children.
Oh no.
At all.
At all.
Just don't watch.
Just don't watch this.
Children and parents not allowed. Not a family episode.
Just, Mom, if you're listening, don't watch this.
It's just not an episode.
No, it's not.
It's just not. Yeah.
Not alive at all. All right. And we thought it'd be a good idea to introduce our Valentine's Day episode to talk about our relationship status.
Wow. So, seeing as you're our special guest, Robert, tell us. Are you single?
Are you single?
Are you spicy?
Oh my god.
I am not single. I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years now, and
Wow.
he's
Shout out.
yeah,
Shout out to my boyfriend.
Shout out to my boy.
Good old righty boy.
Good rider. Yeah, he's a tall man.
And
I love that tall boy.
since you're the special guest, give us a little bit about you. We know you from school.
Yes.
I met you at Lake Tuggeranong.
Yes, in year 11.
You like...
I like art, and I also like doing things that involve art.
art. And hopefully the art for this episode was done by Robert.
Yes,
Yes.
and also we'll plug his beautiful Twitter down below.
Yes, please go and follow me at Papa Bobbert on Twitter.
I think he does commissions.
I will, at the moment, I have free requests.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Special time
Yeah.
offer. Go now if you want free art.
Until I become at least decently popular.
Exposure. He's doing things for exposure. Go now. Go for the exposure. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, and
Free exposure, free art.
yeah, Ben, what is your relationship status?
Single.
Alone, lonely,
Sad.
of my own accord. I think most people would agree.
yeah, of your own accord.
Well, is it my
Absolute.
fault that I'm...
No, it's your...
I think it's my own fault, therefore, my own accord that no one will date me.
Oh my god.
That's my masterful excuse. Self-confidence. And as you know, probably Jasmine's relationship status is...
I'm dating your brother. And I've been dating your brother for 4 years now.
Almost 5. I think it's been 5.
Oh, it's our 4-year anniversary soon.
Oh,
Yes.
year 8. Oh yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, it seems a lot
Maybe
longer.
year 9.
Year 8.
Oh yeah. No, it would have been year 9 because you started dating in Big Picture, I think.
Cursed.
Cursed.
Picture?
Yeah, we did Big Picture.
It was cursed. We'll maybe
Big
do
Picture
an
is
episode about
okay,
it.
but it's not great.
No.
Mm.
Kind of feels like a big college thesis, but you're like 12, so it's like really hard.
You have no direction in life, and dedicating a whole semester to something you have no
Anyway. So,
love
what does it mean
to be.
in love?
Ooh,
Ugh.
ooh.
Should
The
we go?
philosophy of love. That's a question that is quite heavy, and I don't think one person could answer it.
Well,
And here comes Robert, thank God.
well.
Robert comes to answer it. No one man can answer it. Good thing Robert's a god. What is a god to man?
Well,
Oh my God.
the concept of love, I think love, like, you can't really describe love as a feeling or as a thing, but you can describe it as an action or like an event. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Loving.
love
I love
is
someone.
where in a general sense, is not wanting someone to go, but able to watch them leave.
Yeah.
You know what I
If
mean?
you love something, let it go. Wow.
Ooh.
If you love me, let me. Well, that was a thing before Panic.
If you love it, let it
Well,
go.
because
Yeah, like at birds, you just let them into the forest,
Like
let them
that,
free.
That song.
yeah.
If you love me.
Oh my, enough.
Shout out to
So shout out to Brendan Urie.
Shout out to Brendan Urie, because he needs the exposure.
He really does.
You can follow him on Twitter at Brendan Urie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Post
follow.
Fortnite videos all the time.
Yeah, he does.
Does he?
Oh my
really?
god, he's literally like
Okay.
a 12-year-old.
What is love?
What is
Fortnite.
love? Fortnite.
Fortnite is love.
Fortnite. I mean, if you've seen How I Met Your Mother. Oh, if you haven't seen How I Met Your Mother, watch How I Met Your Mother. But if you have seen it, I think my philosophy on love is quite similar to that. Because I think towards the end, it's clear what the whole story was building up to in the very last episode. You can date someone for 2 years and then something breaks you apart, and you could have had like bliss in those 2 years, and that one thing couldn't have been like an argument or anything or lying. It could have just been situational, and it had to be ended there. I think you can call that a 2-year successful relationship rather than a 2-year ended failed relationship. It was successful, but only 2 years. If you get what I mean. I think that was the plot, the theme of How I Met Your Mother, is the way I analyzed it. Watch it. I'm not an English major. I might be wrong.
The philosophy of how I met
Of
your
love.
mother.
Love's like, yeah.
What is up with you in that show?
I love that show, and I watched it too many times. A little bit. It makes me sad. It also makes me happy. It makes me
It's a
sappy.
dude.
Happy and sad combined is sappy. And sappy is also another emotion. I think I'm making breakthroughs here. I'm like not becoming a robot. I'm a human. I'm like a full human now.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Took you 18 years.
To understand sappy or to become...
Not a robot.
No, oh, okay. I think I'm not there yet because I didn't understand what you meant. What about you? What do you think about love? I mean, you're in a very long relationship. I mean, for
love it.
people our age, I guess.
I love it. It's so good. What does it mean to be in love? A lot of selflessness and a lot of just unconditional acceptance and just being selfless. I think love is, to me, is to be selfless
I agree.
and supportive.
yeah.
But not for you, just selflessness and supportive. Because you can be supportive and want something out of being supportive.
I feel like trying to summarize love is hard, but
Oh yeah, but it's different for everybody.
that I think the takeaway here is both of you are in a relationship, and that's your most valued aspect of love. My
I
most
don't know,
valued aspect.
What about
when-
friend love?
when I
yeah,
try-
well, there's multiple different kinds of
Oh.
love. Like, love doesn't
Yeah.
Yes.
just have to mean...
Shout out St. Valentine's Day to all your friends.
Yeah,
Give them
so-
little love hearts.
Give him a kiss. Mwah.
Aw.
Well, I love you guys.
I love you too,
Aw.
Robin. You're a good boy.
You too.
Incapable.
You drive me to work out with you guys. You
Yeah.
know, invited me for that. That's really
Mhm.
nice. You know, like,
Mhm.
that's a close
We
love.
work out with Robert. It's a good time.
Yeah.
We want muscles. Big
Buff
muscles.
boys.
Oh yeah, the episode after this one,
Fitness.
fitness. We've already planned this.
Yes, we have.
Ooh, I'll be 18, so we've planned this way ahead of time. Actually,
We
yeah,
have.
we have.
Oh my god.
All right.
Alright.
Next episode is a doozy, Robert. We know for a fact.
Oh, Jesus.
Can't wait to listen.
Love and rejection. I think rejection and love come hand in hand.
Yeah, of course.
I think
Okay, first of all, who's been rejected here?
me.
I have.
I've not been rejected, so I can't talk about this.
I mean,
Just don't get rejected, guys. That's
You-
my advice.
I think
Like,
you've probably been rejected in minor forms and you've denied it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, like
You just have to think about
everyone.
Sometimes Mark doesn't let me touch
his toes.
him with my cold feet, and I don't know how to cope with that. When in winter, when my toesies are cold, and I
Want to put your cold feet all over him?
yeah, because he's
You
so warm.
disgusting monster.
So he's like, don't. And then I'll let him put his cold feet on me.
Oh, okay.
What a hypocrite.
I know.
Hypocrite.
I can't.
Loving
I think we have to break
is
it.
both ways.
You're gonna have to kill him, dude.
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
kill him.
That's a
That's a
punishment.
crime.
Here's a bag of worms.
Yum.
Or here are the spilt beans. Or here's the tea.
Those all sound delicious.
You're like, beans.
No
Tea.
bugs. Worms.
Worms.
Yeah.
All of them you can eat. That's the pattern behind what I've just said. No, here's the tea. Alright, so if someone's rejected you. Okay, no. Here, you ask someone on a date and they reject you. And they come back to you a month later and they ask you out again. Would you say yes or would you say no?
I would say no.
Would you-
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's like,
I've already gotten over you.
yeah, I guess in a month.
Well, I guess, like, even if I didn't get over them, I feel like everybody deserves another chance. However...
Do they, though?
I
don't think... I am a really firm believer on no second chances. And I really...
I think it depends on the situation. Like, it depends on how...
true, Ben.
Like, if they...
No, but like one chance.
Only get one chance.
You only get one chance.
Do not miss your chance.
So you would have to say yes, because that was their one chance.
This opportunity comes...
You just say no chances?
Yeah. No chances.
No chance. You're a firm believer in no chances.
None at all.
The way you answered your question doesn't match what you said. After.
No, it does
You're
not.
a firm believer in no chances.
No, I mean, second chances.
I think
Yeah. Yeah.
no first chances either.
No first chances. None.
Or was the first chance saying yes?
I misunderstood.
Yes.
I misunderstood.
No forgiveness.
No forgiveness.
I think there's a way of phrasing things. It's like, I don't give people second chances, or it's like, I don't forgive people. You can paint yourself in a villain, but I think...
I'm a villain.
No, but like, I'm trying to say like...
Very spooky one.
If someone comes back to you, you don't have to make yourself seem like available,
Petty?
like petty, like small.
I'm busy.
Like you don't have to be, like, you don't have to be easy pickings. You know, you don't have to lower yourself down. I feel like that's what ends up happening if you just let them come back to you whenever you want. The only term that's coming to mind is beta orbiter. I was trying to think, don't be a beta orbiter, but I can't think of a proper way to say it that's not like incel forum.
Doormat.
Don't be a doormat.
Yeah.
Don't be a doormat.
I agree.
Don't be a yes man.
Yes man and doormats out. Get out.
That's why I think it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Because, like, if, for example, they came up to you, like, after the whole shebangle happened, and the way that they rejected you first was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just, like, right now, like, I'm flattered, but I need some time for a relationship. Like, maybe they just got out of a relationship or something.
I've literally said that to
And then they came back at you, like, and was like, hey.
I feel like that's the worst way to reject someone.
I know, it was bad.
Because you should just say no so that they don't come back again.
Yeah. Hindsight's 20/20, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, like, in that case, because if you still like them at that time, and they're prepared to be in a relationship with you, I don't really see a problem with it.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'd like to connect these 2 points. Because the only reason I asked this question...
Sometimes when people say that, they don't mean it.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to connect these 2 points, because I did ask someone out, and they did say what Robert said. They said, oh, I'm not feeling too well. My situation, my life is going a bit hectic now.
I don't have
and I said, like,
a relationship.
okay, sure, that's fine. I didn't actually say that, but in my head I was thinking that. And then they came back to me later.
Yeah.
And I thought what Jay thought. I thought, oh, they rejected me this time, and now they want to do this.
Yeah.
So they think, oh, Ben's whenever I want to do a thing, just go to Ben because he thinks.
Oh, he's a doormat.
He's a doormat.
Well,
Yeah.
it might be. Well, because like there are people out there like that. There
But,
are like
I'm
really
pretty
toxic
sure-
people
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure their lives were genuinely
I-
like
I feel like no
in
one
the
really.
rough, but I didn't want to place myself in that scenario.
Yeah. I feel like no one really has the intentions to hurt people. when
No,
they're young.
no.
And I think
Yeah.
like when you,
Some
I think
people
it's so
have-
much more easier to fall in love with somebody if they like you. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
if they already have feelings for you to begin with, it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much easier to like be like, well, they do have really nice feet.
Because oh my god, yeah,
Oh.
because if you're comfortable, because it's scary. It's scary.
You don't have
letting
to worry
yourself like
about.
someone.
You don't have to worry about.
And-
Oh, will they like me? Because I like them enough to ask them out. I think this is my same philosophy. If you like someone enough to consider them your friend or consider them like talkable, ask them out on a date. Because the more you think about it, the more you stew, the more weight the question has. It's like when someone asks you a hard question, answer it quickly and surface level as you can, so it doesn't have any weight. Like, oh, if you had to kill someone in this room right now, who would you kill?
Ben.
Myself.
Jay. See, it has no weight because we said it quickly, but it's funny.
Yeah.
and that's what you should do with asking someone out. That's my philosophy.
Well, maybe
That's the way you have courage. That's the way I gave myself courage to ask people out.
I think that's a really
That
good
and
tactic.
determination, practice.
I think that's a really good tactic, but I also feel like people might not take that seriously.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't take.
it does. The thing about high school crushes is it's like, oh, I've liked you for so long now. Can you please like be my girlfriend? It's a lot heavier, and sure, it seems more serious, but people don't want to do that nowadays. Nowadays, people just want to like, I don't know, like, oh, go on a single date, and we'll see
Yeah.
how things go from there, and then you can build it up. Well, at least that's my view on things, and it seems less world-ending when they say no.
Yeah, I never was. I'm still not. I don't think I would be in a relationship or be looking for one if I wasn't already with somebody. I just.
Sorry? Could you rephrase that? You don't think you'd look for a relationship if you were already with somebody?
No, if I wasn't already with Mark, so I'm in a relationship currently.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't, I wouldn't be looking for one. I wouldn't want to be in a romantic relationship.
You don't know that though. 'cause
No, before I met Mark, I don't mind being alone forever.
You were like 13 before you met Mark.
Yeah, but still.
You know those people.
Even now, if Mark died, that would be
Oh.
sad, but I'm kidding, no, that's horrible.
You know those. Oh my god! It just reminded me when you were saying that of people who fall in love easily. Have I ever told you how much I dislike people who fall in love easily? I just
I
'cause
fall
it's-
in love.
they can fall in love with whoever, you know, and it's not love, but they act like it is. You know what I mean? But it's like this huge infatuation with whoever talks to them, and it's just.
Oh, I think Jeremy was a bit like that. If
Yeah.
you know who Jeremy is.
Yeah, I think I'm aware of it.
Yeah, I don't trust people like that. I don't. It's just
I
flimsy, unreliant feelings.
I
I
just
think if you fall in love too quickly, it's like it devalues
the love.
the love.
it
Yeah.
devalues you as a person, I believe, because like
Yeah.
I guess that's a little bit harsh to say. But
I
I mean,
mean, sorry, Jeremy.
Jeremy, you
But I like, in all honesty, people who fall in love easily, it's not
Get fucked.
well. It's like a total. How do I explain it?
It's a spit in the face.
Well, basically, but it's like you have no idea about maturity when it comes to actually getting a relationship, and because you're insecure and lonely and everything about that, you feel the need to try and fall in love with people.
It's
Yeah,
it's
and
clingy.
I hate it because it's
Yeah.
like as soon as anybody is nice to you, anybody talks to you, you just end up like, oh my god.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Look at his feet.
Just,
Oh.
are you saying like it devalues it devalues your character, because the fact that you need to find someone to characterize yourself, to be an actual person, shows that you didn't have a personality beforehand.
Basically. Well, it's kind of like that. It is. Because
if you base your whole person around finding another person, I don't think that's a very good way to be.
No,
Yeah.
and I find that a lot, because, like, I'm sure not every person
Yeah.
who
No,
falls,
no.
like, is exactly the same.
Yeah,
and
but
every...
with the personal experices that you've had and that we've had,
Yeah.
it's very much like that.
So,
Yeah.
what about love at first sight? Is that's so cheesy?
Do you want to hear a story about love at first sight?
I guess I have to now.
I think I should start writing things down, because I have pretty good premonitions, I think the word is. I'll, like, think something, and then it will...
Well, that's survivor's bias. Survivor's bias? Selective bias?
Yeah, because it probably doesn't happen all the time.
I told you so bias.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
when you are correct, you remember it more.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Well,
I told you so.
I was correct about this. Okay, so one of the first times I ever saw Mark, when he wasn't, like, with a group of people or at Ben's house, because Ben and I were good friends before I started dating Mark. We were passing each other in the school hallway, and I was like, oh my god, is that Ben's older brother? Oh my, he's cute. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if I dated Ben's brother? That would be so funny. and then I did. God, he's so cute.
I think you'll never get to hear his voice on this podcast.
No, he never wants to be on this podcast.
The bastard.
Yeah, he's so freaking interesting as well. Like, he's got a lot of things that I want him to talk about.
He's got a pretty good voice.
He's got a great voice, and
because he sounds like me, because he's my brother.
Yeah, but just better.
Oh, I'm gonna have to kill you now.
He's a big shy boy.
Yeah, he wants to be mysterious, he said.
He wants to be mysterious. He wants to be like
Elusive.
the god hand in the background.
Yeah.
That you can't see.
Yeah.
That's so cheesy.
It is cheesy.
Yeah. But it sucks because he's really good at a lot of shit, and he's really interesting, and
you were angry? You were angry about love at first sight?
Yeah, no, I don't like the concept at all.
I'm taking you back to that.
I think that's cute, because it's like...
yeah, it wasn't love.
Well,
it was
like a prophet. It's prophetess.
I'm a prophet. Oh shit! You
prophecy?
I'm a prophecy.
I'm a prophet and a prophecy.
I'm a prophet. There we go.
Yes,
I'm a prophet.
You're a god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But no, I really dislike the idea of love at first sight, because I feel like love kind of has to be led up to. I feel any kind of, like, you can be
love is an investment.
Infatuated at first sight.
Yeah.
Like, you can be like, oh, that person looks cute at first sight.
Yeah, I was gonna say cute at first sight is a thing that happens regularly.
That's a natural
me.
human response.
Ben, because he's single, is the worst person to go out with sometimes, because he's like, Jasmine. And then we'll point at somebody and be like, what do you think? I'm like, cute. And he's like, yeah. Yeah, very cute.
Well, okay. I do it with men as well, okay? I make sure. I'm just getting my style down, okay? I'm like, what do people find cute? I need to know.
We have similar taste.
In men. You're dating my brother. No comment, please.
You were the one that basically auto-filled that sentence. I was gonna say women, Ben.
I was gonna say...
You were the one that said men.
You were the one that made the comment. I love my brother, but not in that way. Not in that way.
It reminds me of the story.
All about how my life got flipped, turned upside. No, man.
And I'd like to
The
take a
car
minute.
story.
The car story.
You know.
Oh shit. Okay. So
reminds me of that story.
Robert told me that your sister is
Yeah, my sister's a sex worker.
a sex worker, and I said, "Oh, do you find that weird?" And he said, "No, not at all." So I had to start interrogating him about it, because that's the sort of person I am. And if people can hold up to my interrogations. I am more likely to believe what they believe, I guess. That's a delve into my psyche that was unnecessary. So I was talking to Robert and I said, oh yeah, that's what if Jack in the back there hired your sister for a night? And then Robert's like, I don't care. And I said, what if I hired your sister for a night? Wouldn't that be weird? Wouldn't that be so weird, Robert? What if one of your friends fucked your sister? And then I took a pause for a second and I thought, wait a second! Jasmine's fucking my brother. My best friend betrayed me.
Oh, dude.
She betrayed me. I couldn't interrogate Robert anymore. He won the argument.
Oh my god.
Literally, I was driving around a roundabout and I was spun myself off. I didn't want to live anymore. I'm joking, but
It was good.
I have a few stories. They're not long at all.
Yeah.
I was talking to 3 girls, and I found them interesting enough to ask them on a date, or think about asking them on a date. And 3 in a row, they ended up being lesbian.
I thought they were American.
I thought they were American. No, and then 2 of them ended up. I realized that 2 of them were really good. They were very similar, and I thought, oh, they'd be good together, and now they're dating. So, wow, a friend of my friend is friends.
Oh my god, that is so... Yeah, Ben has a thing for lesbians.
Yeah, randomly. Like, he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
If only I were a woman.
He's a real LGBTQ plus ally.
Oh
my god.
Just lesbian
I'd say.
culture. Lesbian culture. I'm just into apparently. No,
So
that's
many
horrible.
people
Horrible though.
are into lesbians in terms of romantically.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird though?
And
like
a lot of them are lesbians as
lesbians
well.
straight males.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's...
I wonder why.
I don't know, because they like girls and there's 2 girls in the group. Maybe.
I don't know, some weird fetish, straight man.
Straight
Gross,
man
weird.
fetish.
Gross.
All that porn. All that lesbian porn is getting into their minds.
Yeah.
Obviously, that theory doesn't work. I watch hentai only.
Oh my god. Just...
You can still watch lesbian hentai.
Oh my god, my mind's been
Oh,
blown.
yeah.
Obviously, I'm joking.
You draw... Is it hentai?
I draw porn.
Yes,
So
but
I
it's not... Hentai is when it's animated.
Yeah, hentai
Yeah.
is when it's animated. Well, like, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, because you can get, like, hentai mangas.
Dojinshi?
You know, like,
Ooh, doujinshi.
Doujinshi, that's right. Well, not all doujinshi is, like, hentai. Like,
No.
there's some... It's mostly just fans, but, like,
Valentine's
a lot
Day
of it is.
episode, everyone.
Oh my god. Oh man.
But, like, anyway, like, yeah, I draw porn.
Yes.
If you want porn, come follow me. I'll draw you porn.
ASMR, please, no.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And
Yeah.
your story? You said you...
Okay. How do you guys deal with having a crush on a friend? Because obviously you had a horrible time having a crush on a friend. Thankfully, I feel like I'm the polar opposite. Mark and I were really good friends, and I had the biggest crush on... Like, I had never... Like, I was the same as you. But I had, like, not even liked anyone in primary school. Or in, like, year 7 and year 8. Like, I had
And you were friends, and then you moved on, and you got lucky.
Yeah, I got really, really lucky, thank God. And so, but I don't know how I would have... I don't know, it was really, really difficult trying to navigate friendship and being romantically interested in them.
I tend to make friends quickly, and if they are interesting enough and cute enough, before I think, oh, I don't want to jeopardize this friendship, I just ask, hey, do you want to go on a date?
Yeah.
That's the same ideology I said before. Don't wait. Don't have too much weight on it. Because, like, literal weight translates into actual emotional weight, as in, like, heavy.
Yeah,
That's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, I waited. I waited, and it was bad.
You waited... Well, you met Mark in year 7.
Yes.
When we were friends.
Yes, but I started...
But then you waited at least 2 years, 3 years?
I started liking him in year 8, and I eventually asked him out in year 9. So it took me almost a year, but I really started liking him, like, properly, because I don't know, I'm not ever looking to like somebody.
It just kind of happens.
Yeah, and
I don't think anyone ever is.
yeah, exactly. And so it took me
Except people fall in love easily.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry,
I need to be in a relationship right now. That's what they are thinking, right?
I had a legitimate conversation with the person that we're talking about where they said that to me. Like, I need to be in a relationship right now.
Ouch.
And they were like, oh, I need to get on Tinder. I need to be in a relationship.
Ouch, Jeremy. I came up with that as a satire, as a parody of
but
their
it's
mental.
real.
But it's real. It's a. Oh.
I don't necessarily have anything against Jeremy.
No, of course, no. Jeremy, shout out.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Jeremy.
But, like, is the one thing about anyone I seek for in terms of knowing their personality in the best. You know, because, like, I love getting to know people.
Are they their own person?
But, like,
number one?
As soon as I, like, because you'd be surprised about how many people out there, especially teenagers, are so interested in getting a relationship and fall in love with the first person they see.
Yeah.
You know? And it's so annoying.
I actually have a really good story. I have a really, really good friend. His name is Dan. He's amazing. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Stanton?
No. Phillips.
Oh.
We were really good friends in year 7. He was in year 10, so there was a 4-year age difference. But he dated this girl, and I was both friends. I was friends with both of them, and I then talked to him a couple of years after they had broken up and everything, and he had said to me, like, I was such a desperate little bastard. Like, I wish I could go back and, like, say to myself, like, hey, you just want some pussy. Like, don't get yourself into this. Because she stole his DS, his Xbox, his, like, a shit ton of his things.
Gamers rise up. Stacey's just taking your games.
Yeah, and so he was working at the time through high school, and he bought her a phone, because she didn't have a phone, and she was like, I need to stay in contact with you, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my lord, just buy a flip phone.
Like, yeah, and so bought her SIM card, phone, gave her all these things, and when he went over there to break up with her, he rode his little bike over there because he knew he had to be there in person, so she didn't, like, steal more of his things and, like, hide it, because that's what she was doing, and I just, oh my god,
That's fucking disgusting.
So don't be desperate, guys.
Gross! Like, because you're just getting pushed over by people like that.
Yeah.
That's gross. Ooh.
I have a lot more of
Ew.
that. I know, I can tell you a lot more about that.
Alright.
It just popped into my mind. But,
the main takeaway from this episode,
Don't be
after all this rhetoric, is don't be a doormat. Don't be desperate.
Don't
Don't let Valentine's Day be
desperate.
pushing you.
Yeah, and don't get down about not having someone romantically to spend Valentine's Day with.
Absolutely.
Friends are just as good. Fuck your friends.
Love should be easy.
Yeah, fuck fuck your friends. Here we go, fellas.
No, but you don't need to be with somebody. You don't.
Advice to the viewers: you are worth it as a person, and you should be able to feel worth it. If you are not in a relationship right now, that doesn't matter.
You could have taken that another way. So, if you're not in a relationship right now, as of Valentine's Day...
Yeah.
Because you have your own worth. You can be your own Valentine.
How is anyone going to love you if you don't love yourself?
Yeah.
Like...
Honestly, mood.
I mean, cliches are good because they're true.
Yeah.
/ real /
Well, you have to learn
useful.
how to love yourself before you know.
Like, if you think of it this way, why would you ever want to date somebody who is constantly, like, you need to pick them up all the time?
So you can gaslight them.
Why would you want to date somebody that you're not...
Oh my god. That's so evil.
Why would you want to date somebody that you're not actually interested in? Why would you want to date
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
that you tease along and then make them heartbroken as soon as you fall for the next person?
So
Do
you
know
can
what
gaslight them.
Do you know what makes me so mad? All those memes that are like, oh, when you fake flirt and then they catch feelings. It's like, who the fuck does that? Who actually... That is so disgusting.
People who gaslight.
Yeah, actually, though. No, it's like...
Don't let yourself be gaslit by loving yourself.
I don't... Oh, it's so evil.
Oh my god. Alright.
Do you want to know something really funny?
What?
I knew a girl in primary school who got broken up with on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, way to ruin Valentine's
How
Day.
long? How long was the relationship?
Like a year. And that's a long time for a kid
A
relationship.
Kid relationship.
They were like...
Ouch.
10.
Do you know Ryder's ex-boyfriend was with him for like 5 years?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I feel so horrible about it, to be honest. Because we started liking each other while they were in the relationship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because we didn't act on it, but we kind of, we
Led
did
to it.
flirted and stuff. But it was floored. I feel awful about it, but like,
oh, yeah.
everything's moved on now. But like, it was such a nice
Yeah.
relationship. I feel so bad. But, I'm happy that I'm with my boyfriend now.
Yeah, there were a lot of things I remember you telling me that just weren't working out and they weren't actually seeing each other romantically. They were just friends.
Yeah, basically. Like, I didn't know they were in a relationship till
Yeah.
like, he mentioned it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
Get ready for Jasmine's book club. That's the melody now. We're gonna do it different every time though. What's the book?
It is called An Enchantment of Ravens, and it's a trashy... I wouldn't say it's romance. I think it's fantasy romance. It's about fairies and fae and magic.
So it fits slightly to the theme of Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's all about finding love and things like that. It's about a young girl who paints. She paints fairies. They come all over to to the human place in their world, and then asks her to paint their portrait. And she gets to paint the portrait of the Autumn Prince, and they end up getting along really well. And it's called An Enchantment of Ravens because he transforms into a raven, I think, and
Ooh.
it's actually quite sweet. I actually really enjoyed it. It's very short. It's about like 300 pages. Yeah.
Very short.
And it is. It's quite short. It's very
It's
thin.
not
book.
even a novella.
No. But it was cute. It was really nice to read, and the
Beautiful.
cover is quite
Beautiful.
enchanting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is cute.
It's really nice.
Hmm.
I liked it. I really did. I think I would give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh, that's high.
Yeah, but it's
7
trashy.
out of 8. 5 out of 7.
Is it like RoboCop trashy, or is it like...
It's like cheesy romance, fanficky.
That's my biggest secret is I love that garbage.
Yeah, I know.
Not many people know. I love rom-coms and I love that garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite rom-com.
It's kind of insta-lovey, but not really. She paints his portrait over the course of like a couple months, but they skip the couple of months.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you don't get to see their relationship develop, unfortunately.
That's
in the
best
beginning.
part.
I know, that is the best part. That is why it's in a 5 out of 5. But you do get to go on a little adventure with them and see more of the Fae world.
I love fairy things.
It's if you I'm pretty sure there's an audiobook
Yes.
for people who cannot read.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
My rom-com recommendation. Because we do
Yeah.
movie recommendations. My rom-com recommendation is 500 Days of April.
Summer?
500 Days of Summer.
Really?
When
did you watch
I watched that because I like it because
No.
it deals with rejection. By that I mean I love it because I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, who does that? I love him.
Can I recommend
It
movie?
it
Yeah,
gets
of
it
course you
gets it gets a little lovey-dovey and you're like, oh, I love it, and then the mood shifts, and I like the mood shift. They did a well-executed mood shift.
Do you know what's a good rom-com? Love Actually. Merry Christmas.
That's garbage.
I love it.
What about you?
My favorite rom-com is the one with Adam Sandler.
Adam
Sandals.
The cursed name.
50 First Dates?
Yeah, that one.
Oh my
50
God!
First Dates
I
was a
love
good
that
one.
one.
Yeah, I love Drew Barrymore.
I like the one where you put the toothpick in the little pancake house.
I love how like she got pregnant and then they
That
had a
would be
child.
freaking
I'm just like
freaky.
she's going into labor And it's just like, what's happening?
Imagine going
Yeah.
into labor over the midnight dot. Like, midnight strikes and you're like, what?
Yeah.
What is this nightmare I've been thrown into?
Yeah, that would be. But it's cute. It's
But
very
also, like, the
cute.
girl was way cuter than Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
She
Drew
was.
Barrymore is.
I
cute.
don't understand who can fall in love with Adam Sandals.
Well, maybe
he's
he was
just-
Barrymore.
he was the only one willing to take care of the 24-hour
Love
girl.
triumphs looks.
Hmm.
I mean, he kept trying to flirt
Truly.
with her, like, consistently.
I mean, why would Mark date you?
Woo! I love how you start hyperventilating.
That was really mean.
Maybe so. But today is the day of love. And I don't. Woo! They're both giving me a death glare. How dare they? She's shooketh. I think that's a good night. Goodbyeeth. Good night. Goodbye. See you soon. Check out next episode. Check out the mystery video. Give us a good like. Oh, the mystery video is one of my favorites. I love it.
Very sappy. Very sad.
Sappy.
Lovely.
Happy, sad, sappy. I love it. I think it's one of Mark's favorites as well.
Yes.
And he said it too.
Yes.
So there you go. I've gotten in her good books again. Don't tell
No,
her. Don't tell her.
he hasn't.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day. Remember to tell your friends that you love them.
You.
Jasmine, remember to say goodbye to the audience.
Wait, what? Okay.
Alright, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.
What?